Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Roger that. The enemy chopper is heading over to pick them up. Take out the target before it gets there.
Ik heb amper vergeet om te vragen. Ik hoor dat ze ziekte in die omkant. Waar hij was.
Ja, baie vreemd is. Maar die streek was niet dat. Die skrif was hulle ook aan ons kant. Eindelijk was die gunsmith nou wat alles gehandel. Maar toen hulle allemaal gesterf. Nou is die gebied so beset deur 'n klomp van die vuil wat die gunsmith by mekaar geskraap het. Blijkbaar wat hulle is. Kom vra jy.
En miskien
Ek sien, kyk. Nie my shit. Hy weet iets. Dit het iets te maak met eksperimente wat hele mense gedoen het by Zoya Madibulu. Nie waar nie. Selfs ons kan dit vasstel.
te veel te weet kan word harder gevolgd vir jou gezondheid. Jy waai in elk geval uit af. Aan lewe luks met die pennies wat jy gespaar het. Wapen vir. Vergeet wat die van hom doen. Kom eens waai. Helikopter is op pad.
They know something about the experiments going on in that factory. Well, there's no time now. Act now or the target will leave the airport. Boss, the target is going to get away. Hurry up and take him out. get out of there. He's coming too. Roger that. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete. Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. That target you extracted. He says he wants to work for us. Having talked to him, he doesn't seem that bad a guy. Apparently, the arms dealer's people demanded they prolong the conflict, and he couldn't go against the management. That doesn't excuse everything he did, but his skills will make him a useful asset. Let's put him to good use. I've tossed that arms dealer in the break. The way he tells it, he worked in logistics with the South African army, but he was headhunted by Sainer. Whoever gave him the orders would only have been a pawn of Skullface anyway. But apparently he hasn't been in contact for some time. He doesn't know much about Sainer, not even what its president looks like. Just another cog in the machine. Development on that new battle gear weapon that Emmerich was talking about. If you want to see how development's going, come take a look for yourself. this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Massa Village after the CFA got wiped out there. They've been raiding the surrounding villages, so the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.
The White Mamba, Nyokayam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wala Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR stands for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. Disarmament is obvious. We take their weapons off their hands. The demobilization part means dismantling their military organization to ensure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it. Those kids are amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can.
Roger. Boss, I know you're just coming off this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Massa Village after the CFA got wiped out there. They've been raiding the surrounding villages, so the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.